सोच में सकारात्मकता लाएं, जीवन को बेहतर बनाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। मनोदर्पण पर कॉल लगाएं, मनोबल अपना और बढ़ाएं। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। चलो आज ही प्रण ले हम, मानसिक स्वास्थ्य सुधारे हम। मनोदर्पण के काउंसलर से परामर्श पाने के लिए डायल करें टोल फ्री नंबर 844-844-0632। नंबर एक बार फिर सुने 844-844-0632।
Namaskar and a very warm welcome to all the viewers in today's live and interactive session of Sahyog. You all are watching this live interactive session on eVidya channels, channel number 6 to channel number 12, and along with on our official YouTube handles. These are NCERT official and NCERT PM eVidya class 6 to class 12 YouTube channels. My name is Rajan Rajput. Here we are joined by sign language interpreter Anjali. Anjali, warm welcome. In today's Sahyog session, we are going to discuss topic emotional intelligence, bhavatmak buddhimata. So this is a very important topic. So here let me give you a brief of Sahyog sessions. Our Sahyog and Paricharcha sessions are brought to you by Manodarpan under the initiative of Ministry of Education as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan for psychosocial support and mental well-being of students who are watching this live session. You can also become a part of this session. That there are various mediums. You can also contact Manodarpan counselors, and the number is also flashing on your screen. It's 8448440632. For this live interactive session, we have IVRS number, and number is 8800440559. You can also write your feedback and your questions on our official mail ID, that is sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in. Viewers who are watching this live session on our official YouTube channels NCERT official and others, so live chat box option is there to drop your comment and queries. And without any further delay, we have this half an hour to discuss emotional intelligence. For that, we have an esteemed guest of panelists. Let's welcome them. Miss Aakanksha Singh from RIE NCERT Mysuru. Ma'am, namaskar. Warm welcome. Swagat hai. We are also joined by Miss Sireesha, जो कि practicing counselor है. Ma'am, आपका भी स्वागत करते हैं. Warm welcome. So we have a topic emotional intelligence, bhavatmak buddhimata. So what is it? What is emotional intelligence? How is it related to adolescents? We'll start with this question to Ma'am Miss Aakanksha.
Good evening, viewers. So when we are going to move about to know that what is emotional intelligence, first it is important for us to know that what are emotions. So emotions are a very fundamental aspect of any human experience. We experience emotions as a response for the internal and external activity. I am craving for my favorite food and I eat it, I become very happy. So happiness is an emotion. I am sad because I couldn't perform well in today's sports match. So I am sad. Sadness is an emotion. I am angry because I had an argument with my friend. So anger, pleasure, joy, sadness, happiness, these all are different kinds of emotions that humans face in their day-to-day daily life. Whenever we talk about intelligence, we only think about the different subject marks we get in our academic disciplines, and then we say that the person is very intelligent or not. But emotion is also a domain of intelligence. Emotional intelligence is an ability of an individual to monitor, identify and understand one's own emotions and feelings, but not only to understand our emotions but also to understand the emotion of others. Some of the components of emotional intelligence, the first one is to perceive the emotion. When we talk about perceiving the emotion, it means that you have to recognize the emotions in a correct way. You should be able to say that yes, I am happy, I am sad, I am anxious. That is what we mean to perceive the emotion. The second one is to understand the emotion. What do we mean to understand the emotion? Understanding emotion means we should be able to know the reason that why am I getting certain emotion, why am I getting certain feeling. I am sad, what is the reason of being sad and how is gonna affect me. Also, If I am sad, if I am angry, it will affect my mental health. Then the third one is to manage the emotions. Manage the emotion means to find a solution for it. As a human, it doesn't always mean that we will be getting always positive emotion. We'll always be happy. No, we may be sad sometimes. So if we are sad, how can we change that mood of being sad and can turn it to be a positive emotion of being a pleasure or being happy? Now, one of the goal of education is to have an overall development or holistic development of an individual. If a person is emotionally intelligent, then definitely it will affect the academic performance of that individual plus the social competency. And a person who is emotionally intelligent will definitely demonstrate high skills of the resilience towards a different stressful situation, to have a good mental health, to have a good physical health, and also to have a good academic performances. We say that adolescence is the age of stress and storm. So when there is an age where the student is facing so many challenges, it's very important for them to be intelligent. Intelligent in what? Intelligent to understand their emotions effectively. Only then they will be able to face the obstacles that they face in day-to-day life. That's why emotional intelligence is very important for the students to know about.
You are right, ma'am, and absolutely right. This is very important part of our life, emotional intelligence. So, Miss Uma, we want to know that how emotional intelligence help in understanding emotions. We are discussing in the context of youngsters. Miss Uma, please proceed.
Yes, good afternoon. Today I am going to talk about something that affects every conversations we have, every decisions we make, and every relationship we build. That is what we call it as emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is simply the ability to understand emotions, not only our own emotions but others also, and to use that understanding to make a better choices. It does not mean that we don't have emotions, we don't feel emotions, but it means that how we handle them wisely. So let's see some few real life examples. Let's look at few everyday situations. Uh, one is a workplace conflict. So imagine a problem occurs at work. One person reacts angrily, blames others, and makes the situation worse. That's we call it as low emotional intelligence. And other person stays calm, listens, understands the issue, and works with the team to solve it. So that's we term it as highly emotional intelligence. What is the difference here? The only difference is one reacts emotionally and the other is one responds intelligently. So this is how we should understand exactly what is the term states. So next we see another example, stressful situation. So we all face pressure, but not everyone handles it in the same way. So a person who has low emotional intelligence, he gets panic and makes rushed decisions. So a person with high emotional intelligence recognizes the stress and pause, take a breath, and then responds thoughtfully. So a simple pause can change the whole outcome. For example, a friend who is upset. Sometimes a friend looks sad or quiet. So someone with low emotional intelligence ignores it. So someone who is having very high emotional intelligence, they ask what's going on wrong, or what's happened, and they listen them patiently. So this is how emotional intelligence also strengthens the relationships through empathy and understanding. And also when we receive feedback from everyone. Feedback is a part of life, right? So definitely low intelligence, emotional intelligence makes defensive, and high emotional intelligence people will listen, reflect, and improve themselves. So emotional intelligence also help us to grow, right? So how do we improve our emotional intelligence? So uh, ask every time, we should ask ourselves like every day, what am I feeling exactly? What caused this? So this is the foundation of self-awareness. Pause before reacting. So a few seconds of silence can prevent a lifetime regret. Practice active listening. Listen fully, carefully, without interrupting. Build trust. So that builds trust and reduces misunderstandings. Develop empathy. So try to understand how others feel and why. Okay. So ask yourself every day, what should I do well today emotionally? What can I improve tomorrow? So this builds emotional maturity. And by managing stress also, we can wisely make decisions like stress managing techniques. Sometimes we get emotionally hurt. Then deep breathing exercises, short breaks, journaling, mindfulness techniques. So a calm mind makes wiser decisions, right?
Right.
And communicate clearly. So use words such as I feel instead of I feel. You can always you always. Okay? Use I feel instead of you always. So this reduces conflicts and increases understanding. So emotional intelligence is not just about the managing emotions. It's about becoming a better communicator, a better decision maker, and a better human being.
Really nice, Uma ma'am, and that is really insightful. You have said about the topic emotional intelligence. So, Ms. Aakanksha, my next question is for you. How can adolescents strengthen their emotional intelligence? Ms. Aakanksha?
So when it's very important for the adolescents to learn how to be emotionally intelligent, there are certain ways through which they can be more emotionally intelligent. The first one is self-awareness. Self-awareness means the ability to understand yourself, to identify your emotions, and not only to identify but to know that what is the reason of occurrence of those emotions, so that you can respond to that instead of just reacting to it. For this, the students can maintain a diary where they can write down their emotions with a reason. I feel happy because. I feel sad because. So it will help them to know that what is the reason of occurrence, and then they can find the solution as well. The second one is self-regulation. Self-regulation means to manage and to regulate your emotions such that it will not harm yourself, plus it will not harm others as well. The third one is empathy. Empathy means to understand others, to understand what others feel. Suppose today I fought with my friend, and I expect someone to just listen to me without any judgment. So instead of giving sympathy that don't worry, it's okay, I definitely want someone who can come and just tell me that, do you want to talk? Do you want me to listen about what happened today? So that's how we build empathy, and that's how we build emotional intelligence as well. The next one is social skills. Social skill is one of the way through which we can learn to live in the society. Just working in a group isn't enough. When we work in the group, we express our feelings, we respect others' feelings, we listen to them, we respect their perspectives, we learn new things, and at the same time we make a polite request to learn new things when we say that, can you please just tell me that how have you learned it? So that's how we learn different social skills. The next one is motivation. Motivation is an inner drive, and motivation can be used to make the emotions as our fuel for determination. I am very angry because I am not good in maths. So what could be the reason? Is it enough that I should be frustrated, I should be angry about it, and I should not do anything? No, I need to change my frustration into determination. I will decide and I will set a goal that from today onwards, I will daily practice maths for 1 hour. So when I am practicing 1 hour maths daily, definitely there will be a progress in me. I need to celebrate that progress, and I have to enjoy every small little bit. The next one is healthy habits. As I said, that emotional intelligence, the lack of emotional intelligence, it affects our physical health also. So we need to adapt some of the healthy good habits, such as to sleep for 7 to 8 hours, to eat good food, and also to do a little of exercise every day for at least 10 to 15 minutes, some meditation or some kind of yoga. And the last one is seeking support. At the age of adolescence, students think that it's not good to ask for the help, or it's not good to ask for the support. It's a symbol of weakness, but it's not like that. Asking for help is a symbol of strength. But yes, you have to make sure when you are asking for help, you ask only from the trusted individual, from the friends on whom you have trust, from the teachers, from the counselors, and of course to our parents.
Absolutely right, ma'am, and this is the wonderful points. If you can implement this, is the better for your future. So next, Miss Uma, we want to ask you here that how has the greater impact of on a child's emotional intelligence, teachers or parents, and how they can do for it? Miss Uma.
Yes. So, yes, who has the greater impact on child's emotional intelligence? Yes, it's both the parents and teachers as well as the teachers have their great impact on child's emotional intelligence. So, why? Because the parents shape emotional intelligence by birth. And the child's first emotional experience comes from home. Parents are the first role models because every child watch how their parents deal with anger, stress, and joy, disappointment, and managing the relationships. So while teachers spend several hours a day with the child, parents influence them from infancy through adolescence in many different concepts. Parents build a sense of security also. So secure attachment with parents promotes confidence, empathy, better emotional control. So, both parents as well as teachers play a very important part in understanding the child, coping up with the emotional managing stress. Teachers will giving the projects, mingling with the peers, how to behave in the social situations. So teachers also contribute different unique powerful ways. So they expose children in different social situations, diversity, and teach skills like cooperation, empathy, conflicts, resolution, developing resilience, confidence within, gaining confidence within, fostering confidence. They model emotional behavior in group settings. So they support positive peer interactions, teachers. Teachers also reinforce and correct emotional patterns for every child. So finally, we can say that emotional intelligence is not just an add-on skill, but a fundamental part of effective teaching. So by cultivating emotional intelligence, their own emotional intelligence and fostering it in their students, create a positive, empathetic learning environment, right?
Right.
So everyone should have the ability to understand others' emotions, which improves our social skills. And today's children are tomorrow's leaders. So every leader should have that capacity how to manage the team in terms of stressful situations and everything, so that he can plan a proper decisions. He can become a proper decision during the tough times and everything. So this is very important. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. This is wonderful. You have tell about this topic. Emotional intelligence is the topic for today's Sahyog session, and time to thank you both, Miss Aakanksha Singh, RIE NCERT Mysuru से आपने हमें join किया for this session, and thank you so much for your words, ma'am. Namaskar. And we also want to thank you, Miss Uma, our practicing counselor, who gave your benefit of this topic, and this is the wonderful words we get from you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, emotional intelligence definitely play an important role in youngsters' life in adolescence age. आप सभी इसे ज़रूर अप्लाई करें और कोशिश करें कि आप फिट रहें, फाइन रहें और इमोशनली आप स्ट्रॉन्ग भी रहें. अपने सहयोग सत्र को यहीं समाप्त करते हैं. इस पूरे सत्र को हमारे साथ इंटरप्रेट करने के लिए अंजलि आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करते हैं. आइए देखते हैं कि कल आपके लिए क्या प्रसारित किया जाएगा. हमारा सुबह का पहला सत्र होगा योग शक्ति, जिसे आप सभी 8 to 8:45 AM तक देखेंगे और इस लाइव सेशन का टॉपिक रहेगा रूल ऑफ योगा इन एंजाइटी मैनेजमेंट. 10 to 10:30 क्लास 11 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए टॉपिक रहेगा डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ सिमुलेशन ऑन सम ऑफ 2 नंबर्स। ये वर्चुअल लैब का एक सत्र होगा। इसके बाद जो आप सत्र देखेंगे 12 बजे, वो एक खास सत्र रहेगा जिसे चैनल नंबर 1 से चैनल नंबर 12 तक प्रसारित किया जाएगा। टॉपिक है IEP व्हाट, व्हाई एंड हाउ। 12:30 से 1:15 तक चैनल नंबर 6 से चैनल नंबर 12 तक विषय दिखाएंगे ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग लर्निंग एंड टीचिंग विद AI, एम्पावरिंग एजुकेटर्स, इफेक्टिवनेस एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी। 2 बजे का सत्र क्लास 7 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए होगा। सब्जेक्ट रहेगा साइंस और बात होगी लाइफ प्रोसेस इन एनिमल्स टॉपिक को लेकर। क्लास 7 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 2:30 पर एक और सत्र प्रसारित किया जाएगा जहां मैथमेटिक्स का विषय जानेंगे वर्किंग विद फ्रैक्शंस पार्ट 2। 3 बजे का समय रहेगा क्लास 8 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए इंग्लिश सब्जेक्ट को जानने का, और 3:30 पर क्लास 8 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए ही सोशल साइंस का विषय लाएंगे द राइज ऑफ मराठास। 4 से 5 ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम जहां टॉपिक रहेगा रिकॉर्डिंग एंड एडिटिंग ऑफ वीडियो रिसोर्सेस। 5 बजे कल का सहयोग सत्र जहां टॉपिक रहेगा पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग, द की टू अनलॉकिंग योर ट्रू पोटेंशियल। इन सभी विषयों को आप ई-विद्या चैनल के साथ साथ हमारे ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल NCERT ऑफिशियल पर भी देख सकते हैं, और साथ ही आप अपने वैल्यूएबल फीडबैक्स भी ज़रूर दीजिएगा। मैं सृजन राजपूत हूँ। समय है आपसे इस सत्र से अनुमति ली जाए। आप यूं ही हमसे विभिन्न माध्यमों से जुड़े रहें। नमस्कार।